So good morning guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're on one of those days where there's plenty to do, but we're fairly quiet, if that makes sense. So I've taken on the job of steam cleaning out our shed where we carve our cows. We've dug out this out the back of one of our sheds. It is a Pramac, or Pramac, I don't know how you pronounce that, generator. It has not been started in 4 years, we reckon. And we turned the key this morning, fired straight up. If only all machines were that reliable, that would be good. But anyway, we've got the generator there, running the cable into here. It's our dairy shed, as it's called. So yeah, this is the dairy shed. A lot of you guys that have subscribed recently wouldn't have seen this in respect. Used to be a parlour here when this was all a dairy setup. But now we've got a load of individual pens there. We put cows and calves in there after they've calved. We have a big communal pen, comes from the end of the wall there up to this post, up along the railings there, and then back to the other end. So we have cows and calves in here when they've calved, and once they're on their mothers and sucking and all the right, we put them in here, and once we've got enough in here, take them down to the other shed. This has all been pressure washed once, just with the cold water pressure washer by Luke. So it's got it clean, but we had an outbreak of cocci in this shed last year, so we want to heat treat it. Without burning the shed down, the next best thing we can do is steam clean it. So got the steam cleaner. So we've got an armoured cable coming from outside with the electric from the generator into the machine. We've tapped in here to the water. So we've got the water in. I've actually got it in pieces at the minute because there's a little inline filter here behind where the water goes in, and he was clogged solid. So I wasn't getting very good pressure through the lance, but I've used this pressure washer, an identical one to this before, where I worked before coming here. So I know that filter was there, and I always used to bung on the one I used to use. So first port of call was to look there, so that was bunged. Clean that out, so in a minute I'm gonna have a cup of coffee, but we'll be good to go straight afterwards. You can see what goes in there, all this little horrible red rusty rubbish. I'll give this a wash out, I think, before I put it back together. Screw that back on like so. Put the water in. Now this won't turn on now because I've got the generator turned off. Well, that's all plumbed in, ready to go again. After coffee, we'll come and give it a go. So yeah, this is the main part of the shed. We've got it split down the middle in two. Feed along the outside, so we'll have the close-up cows and calves, or cows, sorry, in here before they calve. We have a camera in the roof so we can keep an eye on them when we're not here. When we're carving, it obviously is pretty busy carving in a block, so there's always something going on. There's normally someone looking at the camera at some point. But yeah, bring all the cows up here so we can get about half of them in this shed. So the ones that are due to calve first come up here. As they calve, they either calve in there, or if we see them starting to calve, we'll put them into one of the individual pens. And then, as I said earlier, once their calves are happy on the mothers, into this communal pen, and then once the communal pen's full, we take them down to what we call our beef shed. And then once we take 5 cows down there at a time, we'll bring 5 up. So swap them around, that's what we do. What we're gonna do is just heat treat the lot, so it's hopefully getting rid of any bacteria we don't want the cows picking up, or cows and calves. Gus is having a good sniff around. You mind your feet in there, Gus? You be careful. So yeah, that's today's job. Give it a good old wash. Right, Gus, let's go and fire this thing up. Yeah, this thing, not been run in 4 years, or 5 years probably. Just fired straight up when we tried it earlier. Why is it not doing that now then? What have I done wrong? I was trying. There you go! That is amazing. Why isn't every machine like that? This side of the shed here we use as a bit of a car park for when the cows are out and there's nothing in the shed. Land Rover there's gone in the sale, so that's either been sold by now or hasn't met its reserve, one of the two. The kibbles auction, it might still be live. Trying to think when this video will come out. Yeah, I think the auction would have just ended. Right, now we've got that running, we can turn the water back on. He says, hear it flowing in there. put this round to red hot. Hopefully this thing is working again. Beautiful. Now I start down this end because the shed falls from that end to this end, but also from this corner to that corner. Therefore, if I start here, everything should end up down there at some point. That's my plan anyway. I won't bore you lot with watching me pressure wash, so I'll just stop and start the camera as we're going through and we're doing bits and pieces. But at the minute, I'm on these doors, gates here. I'll do these. Just try and push everything that way as I'm going. Right, that lasted all of about 5 minutes before we stopped again. Started losing all my pressure again, so I checked the filter that I've already cleaned, and that is clean. I know there's a second filter on here, which looks clean to the eye, but unless you take that Jubilee clip off and actually look down that tube, I don't really know. So that's what I'm gonna have to do next. It didn't really help me out taking that off, because I mean that looks pretty clean to me. There's a bit of rubbish in it, but there's not really enough in that to stop water going through it. Now I have absolutely no pressure. Oh goodness me. We're winning. We got these little well, they're guides really that John made to some old little service gates with a bolt between the hangings. What you do is you use them in a V shape to block a gap. So if you're here on your own, or if there's two of you, say you want to get a cow from out down the end there up here, you can put one in this gap here to stop them going in there. You can put them along here. You can just use them as quite handy guides to guide cows where you want. Or if you wanted to get a cow out of the big pen here and put her into here, or into one of these stalls, you put this gate across, but they don't go all the way across the gap. Put one of those V hurdles in behind in there, just makes it right for moving cows around. Losing pressure. Something's not right. Another very nice and clean wall now. Been having some trouble with this. John came and had a look at it, and we figured out that if you have it set anything above about 70 degrees, it doesn't work properly. I don't know whether it can't heat the water quick enough as you were using it, but found at like 80 degrees it was losing its pressure, and between 60 and 70 it was working perfectly fine. So I think that's what's wrong with that, but it's working now. I'm going to do another one of these little hurdle things here in a minute. I'm slowly getting through it. I want to sort of wash everything off, and then I can wash the floor right at the end. So I want to do all this steel work over here as well, and all those walls. By the end of the day, we'll have it looking spick and span. Hang on.
Sharp, that metal. Yeah, it's probably a good idea, isn't it? Chucking it in here.
Right, so that old saying that we've had enough pressure washing for one day. Me and Phil are going over Rowden to just make sure all the buildings are going to be ready for when cattle need to come in. We had an exciting turn of events in the sub race with Crawford. It'll all be over by the time you guys see this, but the one and only Mr. Tom Pemberton has just given us that push we need on his Instagram story, trying to get us over the line. So thank you very much, Tom.
Right, let's see if we can do better with this trailer.
Last time we towed this trailer, the front fell off. The back fell off.
The back, yeah. Oh, Bowman's been in this one.
Enough for you, Bowman. If you ever need a slot post cap, this is the place to come. Made for it. How cool is that? Oh, the bamboo's too big. Damn it.
It only works for ones where the hole's pointing this way.
Not happy cows. So the field's on going. Made it all the way here with the box this time, that's good. So those cows didn't look very happy, but we've just chucked them in that field this morning so that tomorrow it's easy enough to get them into here for TB testing, because that is what's going on tomorrow. So me and Phil have come over basically to just clean up all the muck that is under gates, in round posts, all the bits you can't get easily with the Manitou when you do the big clean out. That might want a bit of attention with the tractor and loader.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's more here than...
The bulls were in there for a bit, weren't they? And the cows were in there. When were the cows in there? Oh, when we weaned them.
Yes, that's right. Oh god, yes. So this is yeah, this needs a real right.
Should we do the other two sheds?
Yeah. Yeah, this needs.
Well, the calves were in this shed.
Yeah, so this will.
Should we do the green shed? So I forgot, when we weaned the cows, put the cows in there for a couple of days. The calves were in there for a little bit before we moved them. So this shed should have been cleaned with a tractor or loader, but not thoroughly around all the posts and everything. Yeah, so there's a bit of stuff here to clean up. The pile of barley there that's gone off. Nightmare. It is a nightmare. This is a bigger job than I thought.
Yeah, exactly. Good job we carry over to have a look. Well, I tell you what.
Because this isn't actually too bad.
No. And we got all the... Well, I'm just wondering... First job is, should we back up the barley with the...
Is it still... We take that back and do you reckon he can feed that to his cows?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm sort of wondering.
Back that up. Right, so I started shoveling this, that little purple shovel, and then we realised we got a tractor here with a clean bucket, so we might as well work smart, not hard. We cleared up all that barley. I did a lot of shoveling there.
Because even the easy way is difficult. Right.
Now we're bagging up plastic. We've done one over there. Phil's going to be the bagger. They make machines for this.
Yeah. This isn't worth 10,000. Nothing.
We've got a little bit more there. Oh, look at that. You can pull the handles up.
Yeah.
Well, that looks a bit better. So this shed's pretty well ready to go. This is the green shed. The next two we're going to have to come and do a bit of cleaning to, because they've had the cows in when we weaned them, so a bit more of an effort there. This thing has a mind of its own. Hopefully that'll get in there. It's driving at me. Lined it up.
Yeah.
Carry a bit of pace. Well, I say. Beauty.
That's like, who was the woman who did the curling?
I don't know, are you Chagford curling champion 2000?
The Scottish fellow who won all the gold medals.
I don't know.
Eve Muirhead. There you are.
You're channeling your inner Eve, really?
Yeah, I am.
Right, me and Phil are now heading home. Done a beauty bit of work on this gate here. This never quite met this eye. And now see plenty of overlap there now. Just lengthened them on the hangings a little bit. Sun's come out, probably nice this afternoon. Here he is, some boy Phil. Normally we had to tie this, because he never quite met. Safe as ours, isn't it? That'll be handy for tomorrow when we got cattle in the yard there after testing them. If we can disturb this man's day. Boo! Alright, before you get too carried away, we got 2 bags of barley that was surplus left over. Might as well mix in with that.
Yeah. How full?
There was like 2, I don't know, half full, half ton bags.
Quarter ton bag?
Yeah, quarter ton of each bag. half a ton.
What's that in hundredweight?
1000 weight.
1000 weight?
Yeah, in each bag.
So yeah, you can...
If we just...
give you an excuse for another 3/4 hour stir. Yeah.
It will flow through lovely then.
Well, that's why I put the emphasis before you add to it.
This is the ration. Mixed by Bowman.
Best thing done.
Right,
so where are you
if
doing?
you stick forks on, there's one in the back of the truck.
Oh, we'll put if you put the pallet forks on, we'll sort it out.
Moody. He's going to tip it in the bucket, is he? His brain works different to the rest of us.
Yes.
From what I can see, Phil, he's just going to tip the bag on the pipe. Yeah, he's tipped the bag on the pipe. You've done this before. You've done this before. Very snazzy. On gate. Oh, my ankle hurts. The last time me and Phil used this trailer, we managed to drive off without it actually being hooked onto the truck. All he needs to do is get it in far enough for that gate to close. Job be a good one. Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure there's room to get the flatbed out.
Yeah, well, yeah, blocking wrecks, yeah, good.
Yeah, blocking wrecks, keep the...
How the hell does this donkey of a contraption come off?
That seems to be in the way. So that goes like that. Oh, we need that. Coming under.
Oh, Crawford's done it!
No!
No!
Oh no, that means you gotta...
Bloody hell.
By how much?
Well, he's at 10,002.
But is there there's a real difference? It's not like you can argue timing or something.
No, there's a real difference. Well done, Crawford. Last little job of the day. We've got a sprung handle that needs a new roll pin. Got all the roll pins there, sir.
I have. Brought around to the daylight so I can see what I'm boot.
So don't boot you.
Oh, that's
Give one of them new ones. Is he too big?
Oh, that's a nice size, Josh, but it's not really long enough. I want one like that, but a bit longer. Or a lot longer, and we'll just saw it when it's...
Yeah, cut the end off. Here he is, that one.
You got to put it in when it's...
In the door.
Yeah, because otherwise you can't thread it through.
God, it's never easy.
No, it's really technical, so what would be nice would be a more precision hammer than Bowman's lump hammer. Something from
the drawer of hammers?
Yes.
Like a Stanley hammer or a roll?
I think it's one. Right, to the vehicle.
We walk. It's only 20 yards that way.
It's on overtime.
We've managed to f this up twice. We won't be asked to change handles again. Right. We put a roll pin in each hole, both at the wrong time. Oh, bloody base. Well, there you are, and in a mere hour, we've done it. Works a dream. It's always good to test the other ways to do it, Phil, isn't it? Like,
yeah, because they might not have been getting it right for donkey's years.
All the other handles here might have been wrong. You don't know that, do you? So. There you are, that's safe. See you tomorrow, cows. Right, it is definitely time to go home. Me and Phil messed up that door 3 times before we got it right. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you to everyone who's got us to 10,000 subscribers. We've just hit it today. Massive thank you to Crawford for starting the 10k sub race. Also to Tom Pemberton for the little shout out this afternoon that has propelled us nearly all the way there. If you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, then please do subscribe. It means the world to me to have this channel growing as fast as it does. Loads of stuff coming up with TB testing tomorrow, so it might be a bit of a gap now between videos, but I'll see you all on another video very soon. Cheerio.